Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Justin. I'm here to launch a new web series. This web series is going to be called The Destruction of America. We are going to analyze a whole lot of why topics and break down the reasons why I think America is being destroyed from within. We are going to hit topics such as racism and slavery and protests and riots, the government, drugs, you name it, we're gonna hit it. We're gonna do a whole bunch of different videos where I present facts, figures, data that support an argument of why our country is being hurt and harmed right now. And it has been for many years. We spend a lot of time building up and doing great things just to turn them around, just to take step backs. Some people call it the dumbing down of America, which there's a lot of valid points that support that America is getting dumber and dumber, falling behind in education and workforce development and technology. I'll look at the good sides and bad sides of that. I'm going to analyze and give facts and history about slavery. That topic seems to be very, very potent in people's minds, even though it was ended 150 plus years ago. So we're going to go back and look at the history of the American slave trade and background on slavery itself. We're going to dive into showing how it's not just one group of people that have been enslaved, but everyone in the world has been enslaved at some point in time. I should say not everyone, but races, colors, creeds, and religions have all faced slavery, and how it continues today. We're going to look at what that does to our country and other countries around the world. We're going to look at the hate that gets spewed by so many people, how it affects our country and just demoralizes people. It's hurtful to our economy when there's so much hate going around. So we're going to look in, see how that is, and we're going to look at the facts on it so that it's not one-sided and biased. And we all might be surprised by some of the revelations that come out, and I'm here to give them to you. We're going to look at how our economy is thriving in certain areas and how it's falling behind in others. We're going to analyze how we can turn that around and fix it, and create growth, stability, confidence, and overall a sense that people aren't being left behind, that there's opportunity out there. We're going to dive into the education system, the benefits of continuing education, if there are benefits, which there are some. We're going to look at the cost incentives of going, and what it takes to make those cost incentives actually work for an individual as opposed to put them in debt. Ways how the education system has become a racket to get money and not deliver unbiased facts in education, which really hurts our country. You have to be fair and balanced when you're educating somebody. Offer a viewpoint, but make sure that your students understand that it's just a viewpoint of yours and that it's not a worldview. It's not what everyone believes. If you're reading straight out of a book, read straight out of the book. Teach them the way that they're supposed to be taught. Facts, figures, data, truth, honesty, integrity, use them. We're going to look at how our government is basically fighting against the people that they're supposed to represent. We might even dive in how we change that. There's a lot of bipartisan issues that could be fixed if the government would work together and end this two-sided battle that they're always in. We are going to look at a little thing called the Convention of States. also, and that's when the people can take the power back from the government. It's a peaceful resolution. In other countries it's a coup, but in those countries it's usually done by force. So we'll dive into it a little bit. And overall, we're going to hit a lot of topics. Hopefully short 20-30 minute podcasts that are going to be very informative and will be well worth your time in looking at and maybe going and researching, getting some facts, formulating a new opinion. Overall, just getting the facts correct so you know what you're actually dealing with. So I'm going to post this. If you have any questions, comments, topics that you would like to discuss, feel free to drop me comments and questions. I will do a segment on each of these episodes that either answers emails, if they're based on one of the topics that I'm going to discuss, I will answer it during the podcast. I will try to get back to you as quickly as I can. This will be an open forum, so I welcome the discussion. If you hate what I'm saying, you're welcome to bring it. And we will stay away from alternative facts. We will just offer truth. It's all out there. At the moment anyway, it hasn't been destroyed. So I encourage you to stay tuned, be prepared, and get ready to get your minds blown.